Why women secretly love these 5 things more than money. Have you ever loved someone so deeply that even now, their ghost still lives inside your mind? The way she laughed, the way she looked at you, the way she walked away, all of it still burns in your memory. You told yourself you'd moved on, that you're stronger now, that you don't care anymore. But late at night, when the world is quiet, she still visits you. Not in person, in your thoughts. That voice inside your head that whispers, "You were never enough." Let me ask you something. Do you remember the last thing she said before she left? The words that cracked your chest open and made you question your worth? Comment below. Don't hold back. Let them out. Because this video is where you'll finally understand why it all happened. You think she left because you didn't make enough money, because you weren't tall enough, strong enough, exciting enough. But the truth? She left because she never felt something deeper. And the reason she didn't is buried inside the psychology I'm about to reveal. By the end of this video, you'll see everything differently. You'll stop chasing love and start commanding it. You'll stop begging for attention and start owning your presence. So take a breath, because what you're about to hear will change the way you see women forever. 1. Control over your emotions. There's a quote by Marcus Aurelius that says, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Now imagine this. You're out in London. It's Friday night. You're sitting at a restaurant with Sarah. She's beautiful, elegant, and she knows she can get attention anywhere she goes. The waiter brings the wrong order. Most men would snap, complain, or get irritated. But not you. You smile, look at the waiter, and calmly say, "It's okay, man. Mistakes happen." Sarah watches you. Her eyes soften, because in that moment, she feels safe. Women live in emotion. They're constantly feeling, reading, sensing energy. So when she sees a man who doesn't get shaken, who remains calm when life gets messy, that man becomes her anchor. She feels grounded around him, not because of what he owns, but because of who he is. You see, money buys stability, but emotional control creates stability. A woman doesn't want a man who can pay her bills. She wants a man who can calm her storms. And the Stoic man, he doesn't chase control, he embodies it. He doesn't react to life and he responds. He doesn't lose himself when things go wrong. He becomes even more centered. And that calm, unshakable energy, that's magnetic, because it whispers something money never can. No matter what happens, I'm in control. That's the kind of man women crave. 2. A man with purpose. Let's talk about something you won't hear in most dating videos. A man without a mission is a man without gravity. He might have the car, the suits, the lifestyle, but inside he's hollow, and women can feel it instantly. Imagine a man in New York, his name is Daniel. He wakes up every day, checks his phone, scrolls social media, goes to work, comes home, watches Netflix, and complains about how women only want rich guys. Then there's another man, Michael. He's not rich yet. He's building something. He wakes up early, goes to the gym, studies, works on his craft, and moves with direction. He doesn't text all day because he's busy creating his future. Who do you think women find more attractive? Exactly, because women aren't drawn to your money. They're drawn to your movement, to the fire behind your eyes, to the sense that you're going somewhere, and she'd be lucky to join the ride. You see, purpose gives a man gravity. It gives his words weight. When he speaks, people listen. When he walks, people notice. And women, deep down, want to feel that gravity. They want to look at a man and think, this man's life means something. A man on a mission doesn't need validation. He doesn't beg for attention, he commands respect. Because his purpose becomes his magnet. And when a woman feels that magnetism, she'll follow you not because of what you can buy her, but because she believes in what you're building. That's a level of attraction money can't buy. 3. The power of restraint. Most men today are slaves to their impulses, especially when it comes to women. They chase validation like oxygen. They text too fast, they reveal too much, they try too hard. But a woman's heart doesn't fall for the man who's available to everyone. It falls for the man who's disciplined enough to hold back. Picture this, you're at a party in Los Angeles. Music's loud, people laughing. You meet Emily, confident, stunning, used to attention. Every guy is offering her drinks, trying to impress her. But you stay composed. You listen. You smile, but you don't chase. She senses it immediately. The power of restraint. Because every woman can feel when a man's energy isn't desperate. In that quiet control, she feels your strength. Not the kind that flexes in the gym mirror, but the kind that says, I'm not controlled by desire. I control it. Women secretly love that, and because it's rare. A man who can say no to pleasure, to temptation, to distraction, that man radiates mastery. And in Stoic philosophy, restraint isn't weakness. It's ultimate power. It's self-possession. It's the ability to say, I could, but I won't, because I choose what deserves my energy. When a woman sees that, she knows you're different. She starts to wonder, why isn't he chasing me like the others? And curiosity becomes attraction. Attraction becomes obsession. Because every woman desires a man who can't be moved by lust alone. That's not just attractive, and that's unforgettable. 4. Depth of character. Let's get honest for a second. In a world obsessed with looks, followers, and wealth, depth has become the new luxury. A woman can find a handsome man anywhere. She can find a rich man in any city. But a man with depth? A man who makes her think, who makes her feel seen, that's rare. Imagine Olivia. Successful, beautiful, tired of shallow conversations. She meets you, and a man who listens, who speaks with thought, who doesn't rush to impress, but instead asks questions that no one else does. You talk about philosophy, pain, dreams, purpose. And for the first time, she feels emotionally naked. Because you don't just see her face, you see her soul. That's what women crave more than anything, emotional recognition. To feel understood by a man who isn't afraid of silence or emotion or meaning. Depth is dangerous because it disarms. When you speak from wisdom, when you carry yourself with patience, when your words come from reflection, not ego. A woman feels something deeper than desire. She feels peace. And peace is addictive. That's why she keeps coming back. Even when she doesn't understand why. Because your presence feeds her something no luxury ever could. Emotional nourishment. Money can buy attention, but depth earns devotion. And devotion is what every man secretly wants, even if he won't admit it. 5. The energy of self-respect. Let's talk about the final one, the core of it all. Self-respect. A man who respects himself never needs to prove his worth. He walks into a room like he belongs, not with arrogance, but with quiet confidence. He's kind, but not weak. Generous, but not foolish. He knows what he deserves, and he doesn't settle. And women can feel that the moment they meet him. You see, self-respect isn't about acting tough. It's about knowing your boundaries. It's about saying no to things that lower your value, even if they're tempting. It's about protecting your time, your energy, and your peace. And here's the secret most men miss. A woman's respect for you will never rise above your own respect for yourself. If you tolerate disrespect, she'll lose attraction. If you chase her approval, she'll lose curiosity. If you forget your worth, she'll remind you by leaving. But when you hold your ground, calmly without anger, when you value yourself enough to walk away from disrespect, that's when a woman sees your true power. Because self-respect is the foundation of masculine energy. It's what separates the men who are used from the men who are chosen. A Stoic man doesn't need to announce his worth, he lives it. And that silent confidence, that grounded strength, that peace within chaos, that's what women love more than money, more than looks, more than anything else. Because deep down, every woman wants a man who respects himself enough to lead her into peace. Conclusion. So remember this. Money can attract a woman's presence, but these 5 things win her heart. Control over your emotions, a man with purpose, the power of restraint, depth of character, and the energy of self-respect. You don't need to chase women when you become the kind of man who commands admiration. The goal isn't to impress her. It's to inspire her, to make her feel safe, challenged, and alive all at once. Because when you master these things, you stop being the man she wants and become the man she can't forget. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.